Mistakes to avoid in immigration, part 2. So we ended the last video talking about how it's really important to notify immigration authorities when you move to avoid any problems, whether it be in writing or online, because if there are timely responses required and you don't respond according to what's in the letter and you never notified them that you moved, you suffer the consequences, and that's just something that you don't want to suffer, like an order of deportation, because you had a letter telling you to go to court and you didn't, and that it's really tough when that happens. Another mistake to avoid is not putting the correct names on an application. You would think that that would be a simple thing, but it's not. Some people are born with one name on their birth certificate, and then they get married and their name changes to whatever's on their marriage certificate. And then they get divorced and their name changes again. And then they get married and their name changes again. And you might have another name that's on the passport and maybe it's different from what's on the driver's license. What name do you put down? That's a great question to ask your lawyer. Another common mistake to avoid is not telling the complete truth on your forms. It doesn't matter if it's intentional or if it's accidental. Many people have poor memories. They don't remember everywhere they've lived, everywhere they've worked, for example. And especially people don't really remember their criminal history. So that's something that we do. We help people apply for and get their criminal history, so we make sure that the applications are accurate, complete, and truthful. And you don't want to be accused of lying or providing false information, because immigration will have negative consequences for that as well. Another common mistake is filing the wrong kind of application. Maybe the remedy or the relief that you sought was not matching the form that you picked out and you filed because you didn't seek out professional help. Another mistake that's avoidable is not filling out the application completely. Sometimes people leave out boxes, they don't fill out boxes, or they don't fill out information. And if some of that information is required for the application to be processed, they will just reject it and return everything. And many times they won't even tell you why they're rejecting something. It's just rejected. And their forms with explanations are incomplete. It's vague. It's really a pain. Another mistake to avoid is hiring a notario or a paralegal, a non-lawyer. There are many people in the community who advertise saying that they're experts, they know what they're doing, but they're not lawyers. And when they make mistakes, unfortunately, the public doesn't have a lot of relief or remedies available to them. Hire a lawyer. That's a mistake that you can